today, with us only being a few hours away from the actual season release of Chapter 3 Season 2, I figured that I'd make some of my boldest predictions about the new season. And the first one, let's just dive right into it, is that Spiderman Web Shooters will not be vaulted. Now, there's a lot of speculation from literally everyone in the Fortnite community saying that these Spiderman Web Shooters must be vaulted after this season because of contracts with Marvel, and obviously, it makes sense. Companies fade in and fade out, and you can't have a contract that just infinitely ties you to the Marvel Universe, which makes sense. But we now have it confirmed that Doctor Strange is going to be a skin in next season's Battle Pass. So let's think about this for a second. Would we actually get these Spider-Man Web Shooters removed if Fortnite is still partnering with Marvel? It really wouldn't make sense why they would remove them. It is basically unanimously agreed that these are the best mobility item Fortnite has ever added to the game. So why would Epic just take them out in the next season if they're still in good talks with Marvel? I honestly think that next season we will still see the Spider-Man Web Shooters in the game, and they will actually still be playable in Fortnite. Now, by no means is that a guarantee. There's actually a very large chance that these web shooters get vaulted, but even still, I would like to think that they won't, because these things are so much fun to use, and honestly, I'm just hoping that they don't get vaulted. All of the things are lining up to show that they won't get vaulted, so in reality, there's a very large chance that they won't. Now, as for the Daily Bugle, yes, this will most likely get taken out of the game just because it's a little bit harder to just get rid of on the spot. If Fortnite has a falling out with Marvel, I don't know why they would, but if they did, the Daily Bugle is a much bigger POI and wouldn't be as easily removable. For the Spider-Man Gauntlets, all they have to do is toggle a switch and then they're gone. So my first prediction is that these Spider-Man Gauntlets will actually stay for Chapter 3 Season 2. Now, the second thing that I'm going to be looking at is weapons. Now, of course, at the beginning of Chapter 3 Season 1, we got a lot of new weapons. And look right here, the MK7. This is probably the biggest one, the first-person view. My guess is that the response to this gun, since it was overwhelmingly positive, will actually get changed into yet another version of it. Now, what I mean by that is my guess is that we're going to get another first-person gun in Fortnite next season. Now, the MK7 is known to be the laser rifle. If you want to laser somebody, all you need to do is be good at controlling recoil, which obviously I'm not good at. But if you're good at it, you are absolutely going to laser people. And I think that it's a really good mechanic in the game because it allows for lower level players to still have some crazy plays, while at the higher levels, you can demonstrate how skilled you really are with the weapon. It just allows it to have a lot more of a fun time while playing Fortnite, and I think that Epic will actually add in yet another one of these types of ARs, or maybe even an SMG or something that isn't an AR but now has a scope. I think that it would be really cool, and personally, I'm hoping for it in the next season and predicting it to come in just a few hours. Now, as for my third prediction, this one's actually about the map. Now, obviously, we got a giant map rehaul, literally an entirely new map for the start of Chapter 3, and then we got an entirely new loot pool. Now, in Chapter 3 Season 2, I don't think we're going to get that major change. Now, at the beginning of a new chapter, you kind of expect everything to get changed. But at the beginning of a new season, you want some changes. I don't think there's going to be that many map changes, though. I think, personally, that the Daily Bugle is going to get changed into a volcano, and then I think that maybe we're going to get some changes to a lot of the POIs. Right now, for those who have not been following the lore, basically, there's a lot of earthquakes happening everywhere along the map right now, so most likely, I'm thinking that all of these POIs are going to get, like, semi-destroyed, and then the theme of next season is obviously going to be something relating to the IO versus 7 war, and alongside that, it's also going to be reconstructing all of the POIs and fixing everything so that it's not all busted. My personal guess, and I think that this is going to be true, so come back to this video if it actually does happen, is that in the lore trailer for Chapter 3 Season 2, you guys know how right as a season gets released, we get like the video that introduces us to the season, and we also have one that's solely for lore. There's like the Battle Pass one, but then there's also just the season trailer. My guess is that in that trailer, we are going to see what the earthquakes actually end up doing to the map. We're gonna get like a clip of Dr. Sloan and the Foundation seeing all these earthquakes happening, being like, oh shoot, we're in some trouble. And I think that the fallout from that is going to create the theme for Chapter 3, Season 2. I don't know. I think it could happen, and personally, I think that that's the best guess as of the moment, and that's my prediction for what's going to be happening as for the map in Chapter 3, Season 2. Now, as we actually pick up this Uncharted treasure chest, which is obviously a crossover, I'm also guessing that we're going to be getting a lot more crossovers. I mean, Fortnite obviously loves to do them, whether you don't like them or you like them. Personally, I'm not that opinionated either way. While I do like the crossovers, I also like original skins, and I think that Fortnite does need to keep making more original skins to keep up the quality of the game, but I also do love the crossovers. Sorry, I don't know if I'm just rambling right now. I'm really bad at talking and fighting at the same time. I have no idea how Cypher PK actually does this. That is an NPC, not a player. So let's actually just go ahead and kill this guy really quick. There he goes, and now he's dead. So like I was saying, I think that there's going to be an absolute ton of new stuff. Personally, I think that they're going to keep the MK7. Oh my goodness, does he have the dub? What? Oh, I think that was the exotic weapon. But, personally, I think that we are going to be seeing a lot of similar stuff as we did this season, and then I think that there's going to be some minor changes, like I've mentioned in this video, but these are my current predictions for what's coming in Chapter 3, Season 2. Honestly, I think that there might be a few other things, so if I think of anything while I'm editing this video, I'll pop in right now to talk about it. So it turns out I did think of some more stuff, and instead of actually recording more footage, I want to get this video out to you guys as quickly as possible, so you get to watch my gameplay backwards. But basically, the other thought that I had is that this entire season, we have been getting teased that we are going to be getting a new vehicle type, and this is actually the IO drills. Now, these things have been scattered across the map all of Chapter 3, Season 1, so it is highly likely that we are actually going to be getting the ability to drive them in Chapter 3, Season 2. It just seems like a logical step because they've been everywhere around the map, just like cars were back in the day, and so now we will most likely be getting the ability to drive these drills. Now, while we're talking about cars, something that's been in the files for literally ages, I think since back before weapon mods were even in the files, were vehicle mods. Now, I also did just tease something else there that I think might be coming next season, but I would actually expect that to be another season away. I think that vehicle mods will be coming next season in Chapter 3, Season 2. Now, this is probably the boldest of all of my predictions because there's literally nothing to base this one off of. But let's think about this, guys. If we are having earthquakes all around the map, and places are getting destroyed left and right between a war between the IO and the 7. You're going to need some way to reinforce your car against the natural disasters and the war that's going on. So most likely, maybe we'll be getting some sort of vehicle mods that allow you to either get a mounted turret on your car, maybe a reinforced car so it's a lot harder to break. Maybe you'll get like fire wheels so that while you drive, you light the ground on fire behind you so that nobody can chase you. Maybe an anti-artillery car that can like shoot down bullets from out of the sky. I don't know. There's a lot of different options here for these different types of things. And I honestly think that Fortnite could go a ton of different ways with these mods. And that's the beauty of the mods. You can do literally anything with them. But overall, these are my main predictions for what's coming in Chapter 3, Season 2. While most of them will most likely not be right, I still wanted to put them out there just in case a few of them are. Then you can come back to this video and say, hey, that guy knew what he was talking about. I should subscribe to him, just like you should subscribe to me right now by clicking the little red subscribe button down below. But with all of that said, if you guys actually did enjoy the video, then please consider leaving a like on it and subscribing to the channel, as that would help me out a ton. I hope you guys all have an amazing day, and I will see you guys in the next one.